Ladies and gentlemen, Halo Infinite has received a lot of new information in the last week, especially to do with Season 5. After I did my last Halo Infinite Season 5 video, talking about all the leaks, all the information we knew, you guys had a number of questions. Number one being customization, new weapons, new armor, are we going to get any new vehicles? So today we're going to go through absolutely everything that I know about Halo Infinite Season 5 from the leaks. This includes the Mutilator, the Falcon, Firefight, new maps, customization, a new AI, forgeable AI, Husky Raid, as well as all the changes 343 is making to Ranked. There's a long list, by the way, as well as the new cosmetic / event that went live today. So let's jump into it. So let's start with the content. We're talking weapons, vehicles, new equipment, and customization. Now, a big shout out to Serasia, because most of the information comes from him. He has said the Falcon for Season 5, the Enforcer shotgun for Season 6. There also seems to be some new equipments in development, one of which might drop for Season 5. There's no data of it in the API yet. Now you're probably like, Remy, new equipment? We haven't heard of any new equipment yet. And Serasia did a follow-up image and actually shows multiple new equipment we haven't even heard about yet. The repair field and the stasis field are two new equipments that may be coming in the next couple seasons. Serasia has said the stasis field is the black hole that sucks in players. That kind of reminds me of the Void's Tear, or Tear, from Halo 5, the special plasma pistol that when you overcharge shot it, it would form a mini black hole. It had some really cool effects with the sandbox and could send you flying up into the sky and was very powerful. I think this would be great for mini games. It would add a nice little layer to Forge. The repair field, and this is complete speculation, might be for vehicles. You place it down, you drive into the area, and that would be pretty cool too. Now moving on to weapons, we have the Enforcer shotgun, the double barrel shotgun with the gravity hammer attachment that is now being called the Mutilator. New image up on screen here, and you can clearly see the shotgun and the mini gravity hammer attached. I'm so excited for this to join the sandbox. It is right up my alley. I can't wait to see how powerful it is, how far it can launch a vehicle. Now, as for when we're going to get our hands on this, Enforcer shotgun for Season 6, which means the new shotgun is probably 6 months away. But with that said, if Firefight comes out next season, it makes sense for the Falcon to come out. Firefight and all the forgeable AI is going to allow for all these custom scenarios, and people are going to need a UNSC air vehicle to transport their friends around, so it seems like a really good time to drop it. And speaking of Firefight and forgeable AI, a lot of new information has come out. We have the list of skulls for every wave, image up on screen now. What is new is, in addition to these skulls, one random skull is activated at each tier. That is Cowbell, Boom, Bandana, and I Would Have Been Your Daddy. Now if Cowbell and Boom are on, and as vehicles, I might actually be able to do some cool stuff, and that would be pretty epic. Moving on from that, we got even more Firefight information. All the settings have been leaked, the amount of sets, the ability to revive allies. There's even a setting that says revive grants overshield true false, which is very similar to the Halo 5 campaign mechanic. When you revive one of your squad mates, you'd get a temporary overshield, so it'll be interesting to see how the settings change across the modes. What makes it even more interesting is the waves of enemies have also been released, from mercenaries to loyalists, grunts, jackals, skimmers, brutes, elite zealots, assassins, and even chieftains. It really seems like we're gonna have a lot of enemies to kill. Serasia has said this firefight is closest to reach, so make of that what you will. It even seems like the game might support fighting Marines, which I don't think has been in Firefight yet in Halo's history. This leads me on to actual forgeable AI, enemies you're going to be able to put down in Forge, and there is a lot. You will potentially be able to put down bosses from the campaign, including the big Sentinel boss, potentially the Harbinger, Marines, Hunters, and every type of brute / elite you can think of. Forgeable AI is shaping up to be amazing. People are going to be able to create their own scenarios, their own mini campaign missions, and with how powerful Forge is, I cannot wait to jump in and try it for myself. Now moving on to customization, Serasia has said 343 will be implementing a new system called Intentions. This allows them to switch different layers on armor to easily turn coatings cross-core. It's the first thing we've really heard about cross-core. And I remember hearing one of the live streams not too long ago, they spoke about a change to the UI. So instead of it being a full list of the exact same core 100 different times, it will just appear once, and that could be a really big step towards cross-core. With all of that said, there is still even more. Husky Raid has appeared in the API. 343 has said they want Husky Raid maps, so I'm sure we'll get that in the not too distant future. We also might be getting a new AI in Season 5. Her voice lines have been in the game for a little while, but some new infection ones have been added recently. And something I found interesting from Serasia, although very cryptic, he said, I feel like 343 should start teasing some more of Firefight if they've got it to a position where it's cooking well. Would generate a lot of hype, especially as I've been hearing a shift in direction for Infinite. Everyone's like, oh my god, what does that mean? And he says another reply saying good shift. We don't know anything more than that, but if it's a good shift, that's great. We'll also be getting Cyber Showdown 2. The event art has leaked, so I'll put that up on screen now. We also got the new event today, Tenrai 2. To get the Super Bundle was like $34 American. So it's like $50 Australian just to get some Tenrai pieces of armor, which I'm not going to do. And finally today, 343 addressed ranked and numerous issues to do with the game. If you aren't aware, the ranked playlist is the most popular playlist on Halo Infinite. On the active list of priorities that they're working on is a rejoin feature, not losing CSR if a teammate quits, champ ranks for the highest ranks in the game, better rewards, and addressing unbalanced teams with solo players matching a full group of 4 and losing repeatedly. They're working on that too. So that wraps up absolutely everything that we know that is coming in the future with Halo Infinite. I spoke a lot more than just Season 5. I covered Season 6 and beyond from what we know so far, and it's really good to see they're going to be supporting the game for a long time to come because there seems like there's a lot of content on the way. So thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Back in tomorrow with a brand new video, and I'll see you guys later.